Hey everyone, and welcome to another video from SIC Forex. I hope that you are having a fantastic week, and let's get started. Today I'm going to review TradeGPT, one of the Forex robots that is available on the MQL5 marketplace. And if you are like me and often spend time visiting the website, you would have seen the price, if I remember correctly, has increased from 590 to 1,049, which it's currently at while recording. So let's take a closer look at what is the strategy behind this expert advisor, TradeGPT. Firstly, is it possible to build an expert advisor using ChatGPT as claimed? And the answer is yes. However, my research and personal experience has found that relying solely on this is not really that good, and that you will need to make a lot of modifications and adjustments to complete the code of the expert advisor, which of course can be done. The big thing for me is it's a huge marketing tool using ChatGPT name for the bot because of the search volume for this specific phrase. Let's take a look at an example. Currently on YouTube, you will see the amount of search volume that the word ChatGPT is getting, with over 8 million search volume, which is extremely high. So it is a great marketing tool for use to sell this robot. Next, let's take a closer look at the description and what it actually uses and the strategy behind the TradeGPT robot. So when we take a closer look at the description, you will see that it was published on the 25th of February 2023, meaning in the last couple of months it's already increased from 590 to 1,049. There's already 178 comments plus 28 reviews. So it says that it has a signal available. However, you will see it has only been running for 2 weeks. So for me, that is already something to be cautious about. Whenever a bot comes onto the market and it's claimed to have a lot of trading past experience, I would like to see a signal to prove this, and that it can be monitored to see what kind of trades it is placing in the market. So what we'll see from the trading results is that it trades multiple trades at the same time. From the manual and FIQ, I was able to know that it places up to 11 trades using a specific system. The system is designed using multiple SMAs and different chart patterns for recognition. However, you will see later in the testing mode that this is hidden. For those of you that are interested in the manual and FIQ, I will also have that available on the Google Drive. So let's take a look at the images and recommendations. You will see it's the Euro USD on the 1 minute, and in 7 years and 3 months, it's been able to achieve a 20 billion result as claimed by them and proven with this test. However, after many years of testing and experience, I find this highly doubtful, which for me is an exuberant claim. So let's take a look. If we download the free demo to our MetaTrader and set specific parameters, what sort of testing results that we'll be able to achieve. As always, it is best to test the expert advisor against the instrument that you like to trade. So on my MetaTrader, I have selected the TradeGPT demo. Also, the symbol I've selected is the Euro USD on the 1 minute time frame, and I'll be testing it since the 10th of January last year until the 26th of the 5th this year. So I'm going to be using every tick based on real ticks for my calculation and a delay of 5 milliseconds with the initial deposit of 1,000. So the price of the bot currently is 1,049 at the time of recording. So I'm going to use a balance of 1,000. So let's take a look at the inputs. You'll see they are quite limited, including nowhere to place your stop loss or take profit. It does give you the option of using a dynamic lot management or a fixed lot. And it then also gives you the option of hedge mode and a virtual stop loss and take profit. Additionally, it has its identification, trade settings, and trailing mode strategy. So there isn't many options, which makes it quite simple. However, it is missing some key aspects that I usually like to see under inputs. So what we are going to do next is to determine a little bit more about the strategy by running a visual test. This will often be a good way to see what type of indicators the expert advisor is running in the background. So what we read is there should be multiple SMAs. However, what you will see is that it doesn't place a lot of trades and it waits multiple days before placing the first trade for my testing period. After the first day is done, you will see it places the first set of trades. However, there is no multiple time frames running in the background or indicators. What this means is the author has probably hidden the strategy away. So what you will see is we have placed 5 trades specifically on that exact buy moment that are currently running 290 in profit. However, let's try and find the stop loss, which is very, very far away and could potentially really hurt the account if it was risked. So generally, a bot has 2 options when a trade goes into a loss. It can either have a set stop loss, like many of the bots that I have featured in the past on my channel, or it can use a grid alternative, like many of the other bots I have also featured on my channel. So let's take a look at the balance. You'll see all 5 of those trades ended in $1.05. So what we need to do next is run it over the entire testing period, as well as take a closer look at how we could potentially optimize the settings. To do this, I'm going to unselect the visual mode and run it over our 16-month period. So let's take a look at the graph. So the bot doesn't use any grid or martingale functions. However, it does enter multiple trades at the same time. It does enter up to 11 trades according to the information found in the FAQ and guide for the bot. However, what we will see from the testing period is absolutely very little drawdown. Now, this makes me wonder, how does the bot handle losses? For example, when a trade goes many pips into the negative, does it only wait until the very large stop loss is hit, where you could potentially make a large loss on the account? However, from this period, you will see that it is doing really well. And if you had the initial investment of 1,000 in the account, you would have made back the amount that you would have currently spent on the bot. This only took 9 months on the specific testing. What will be interesting to see is what kind of strategy it features when trades go against it, because generally there will be moments in the market when it reacts in the opposite direction. It will be very interesting to use this and see the signal in the long term, because the signal was only started 2 weeks ago. In my opinion, I would take my time and first take a look at the alternatives. The alternatives on the market available for that price do have longer histories and signals which you can follow. So, however, for this featured video, let's take a look at the trading results of the TradeGPT Forex robot. So you will see what it does is it holds the trades sometimes for multiple days and even weeks. From what I've read in the comments from people currently trading it in the live market, that it doesn't use any martingale or any opposite direction trading. It simply holds them through the drawdown period. So what we will see is it isn't placing a lot of trades. However, we do have a very healthy graph until it closes the final loss at the end of our testing period. So next, let's take a closer look at what the actual backtest results are and the numbers, what it achieved from 1,000 initial until 4,600. So if we see the initial deposit of 1,000 made a total net profit of 3,600, giving you a gross profit of 3,800 and a gross loss of only $160. You will see the smart money management that it uses is currently using a 0.02 lot on a 5% or not 5 risk value. It gives us a very healthy profit factor of 23.87 out of the total of 1,090 9,990 trades. It won 100% of short trades and 98.15% of long trades, giving it a total win rate of 99.10%, which is astonishing, and I would be skeptical to see it achieve this in the live market. My recommendation would be is to take a closer look again at the settings, because you'll see there's no option for take profit or stop loss. So what we're going to do next is do a genetic based algorithm on the settings that are available. Firstly, hedge mode, where it places alternate direction trades to potentially decrease the drawdown. And then we also have the option of changing the trailing mode between the three choices available, which is slow, moderate, and fast. So we're going to optimize these 6 different parameters and take a look at the strategy optimization. What we see from the results is a wide spread of different options, however, a very high profit factor for each of the different styles. The hedge mode on and off should work in an opposite way, because on off it places more trades than when on, which is very interesting. Out of the trailing modes, it looked like the moderate one works the best, and then the slow and the fast in the other options. I would personally recommend taking a look first, trading it with hedge mode off, or alternatively focusing on the signal to see what kind of strategy the author is using. What I would like to ask is for those of you that have already purchased the Expert Advisor to please leave as many comments and reviews as possible. For those of us that are now interested in acquiring this bot, you will see it is important to focus on the signal. The signal will provide you with a lot of insight into how the bot would actually be trading, and in a few weeks' time we will compare the signal to our trading results from the strategy tester, which will give us more insight into the strategy. So I hope that you found this video and information helpful. I unfortunately couldn't provide you with more information about the strategy, as most of it has been hidden. However, we will be focusing on forward testing and seeing how the bot does in the live market. So if you made it until the end, I want to say thank you for that. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.